Fresh J's. Yeah.
What it do, what it does. I'm your host,
Chillin',
Jonathan
man.
Tumblin.
What's up? It's Barry Jones.
Mark Boyd, Rastafari Unicorn.
Man, how y'all niggas live? Y'all living good?
Wonderfully, yeah.
Can't
Blessed.
complain.
Mental health check-in, everybody's good?
I'm decent, man. Breathing.
Still running.
Word. We got two guests in the house. Say what's up to Jordan and Jasmine.
Hey. What's good? I'm Jordan. I'm Jasmine.
Hey.
That's fine.
I don't know why she acting shy like that.
Right.
Actually,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not about to hold this shit. I'm not about to. No.
Yeah,
There we go.
Get your position.
Get comfortable, yes.
Get your
Get your mic
position.
ready.
Fine, you can lower it some if you need to.
How
There
long
we
have
are.
you two been in LA? Or doing LA? How long have you been doing LA? How about that? Doing this whole
I
entertainment
didn't
thing.
get to do LA because I moved here right when quarantine started. So I haven't been here a year yet. But so I have not done LA.
Damn.
They say the first year is the hardest though.
Yeah.
First
So-
3.
I mean,
Shit.
I've been here
I would know.
I've been here a year and a half. So I guess like before COVID, I had like 7 months before COVID happened. But, I mean, I guess it was hard by force because of COVID. But I guess my 7 months before COVID, they was chill.
was
Like
chill.
Quarantine made
fucking
LA
with it.
easy, if you ask me. Just
Yeah,
staying
I
home.
don't think it was necessarily hard. It was very much easy, but I guess since I didn't really get to have my full year experience,
Mm.
I don't really know, but it was good so far.
And where you from? Tell the people where you from.
From DC.
Ooh, do I gotta tell them where I'm from?
You
I
gonna have
mean, you got people looking for you?
to.
You want to run?
Nigga, I knew that was her.
She was with the nigga today.
Oh, man.
Wait a minute.
I'm from Baltimore, Maryland.
Oh, whoa. Okay.
Murderland.
Yeah.
Baltimore. So yeah, you know, LA real different.
Yeah.
Very different.
Real different. Y'all
Yeah.
crackheads different out
We ain't
here.
really
Crackheads
used
are
to
very different.
Like I feel
yeah.
like I could walk out to a LA crackhead and like almost have a conversation, but in Baltimore,
They can't speak
I'm
English.
scared I might get hit. Like
speak
they might actually strike me.
Damn.
There's an
Yeah.
aggressive level.
Very aggressive. So I'm
Mhm.
like, you know, out here, me and the crackheads get along. Back home,
Anybody here like from LA? Like,
I'm from the Valley.
okay, I ain't trying to like be rude or nothing like that, but I
But
just feel
she
like
gonna
they
be
real
rude.
sensitive out here, man. Like,
man, LA niggas are so
too
sensitive.
In what
Not-
aspect?
I ain't-
What
I- we
aspect?
ain't-
Okay.
we ain't
Wow, we
talking
had
about
Teddy
you.
in the
We ain't
house.
talking about
Nah,
you.
I'll take no offense.
It's just
Don't worry.
like because for me, like I'm a very blunt person. I sound like this, or like how you hear me right now is how I always sound, and it's not because like I'm sad or mad or any. I'm like oh, you see me smiling, I'm happy. I just sound like this. So it's like I could, if I have a conversation with you, and if I'm dead ass or if I'm joning or anything like that, they take it to heart, and they don't know. They're like, wait, I'd be like, I'm pissed. They're like, are you really mad? I'm like, no, like I'm just playing.
Yeah.
Like,
Are you
that's-
sure that these
yeah.
are actual LA niggas though?
Yes, because I ask where they're from, and they say, "Oh, I'm from I'm from L.A. I'm from the Valley. I'm from South Central." Blah
It's
blah
just
blah. And
West
I'm
Coast
just
niggas in
like,
general.
I'm not trying
Damn.
to like
Damn, she went to the heart of it.
I feel like LA niggas be the most
She's
disrespectful.
like, once you cross the Mississippi,
disrespect. I
Hell
have not
no.
experienced a disrespectful
East Coast
nigga out
mad
here
disrespectful.
from out here. Yeah, nah.
in what
yeah, in
aspect?
what way?
Yeah.
In what way?
Specifically, I guess.
Like, if I'm talking to a nigga, right, like Jasmine talking about, like, I'm a flame you if I like you. Like, but I'm gonna cut deep. Out here, I can't cut deep. Niggas are gonna like, they gonna take it to heart. They gonna come at my neck all crazy, and now we're not even having fun no more. Back home, nigga, that's why your daddy dead. That's why
back
you.
and forth. Like literally,
so y'all
like
mean.
literally, it'll be like there's a saying that we say back home that I
she just
I
said that's
actually-
why your daddy's dead?
Yeah,
That's,
yeah.
And like that's a love language back home.
Like literally I had to switch it up out here, but there's this thing that we say, like, if you want to try and like debate us, we'll be like, don't debate me, debate your absent father.
Yes.
But like it's just like a little
Is
it's
that
a
where
joke.
don't debate me?
It's
debate
poetry.
your mama or talk
I
to
say
your
don't
auntie?
debate me, debate your mother.
Yeah.
I say that now. I used to say
Man.
debate your absent father, but out here they were like,
And I
dang.
just feel that like
Oh,
circling in
wow.
my ear. I'm like, I missed that. I remember like having to check
you-
yourself.
I thought this nigga was like, damn, I miss my daddy.
Look, I miss my dad. Like, dang,
Well,
no,
fuck that nigga.
but
I'd
I'm
be like,
not-
oh, I
but-
should
and
go
your
debate that
father-
nigga. No,
And your
I'm playing.
father could be in your life, but it's just a saying.
Yeah,
It's
but
not.
I'm
We're not
saying,
really
like,
saying like,
yeah.
oh, your dad's not in your life, so debate your fucking absent father.
No,
It's
I
just
have
like,
seen a conversation go left because East Coast girls do cut deep, and bitch ass nigga is a thing that flies out of their mouth with love.
That's a lie.
Yeah.
We don't say
I don't
bitch.
say bitch ass. I
We don't
say
call no
bitch.
nigga a bitch back
Okay,
home. 'Cause that's fighting
you
words.
and you don't.
I guess. Like that's like the only one that's like off limits. Like I'm not
I've
gonna call a
never
nigga
heard
a
of-
bitch.
I've actually
but I'll
never
call
heard
him
of any of that.
everything else.
I've never heard any of our friends say.
Oh,
bitch
you guys are
nigga.
respectful then.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like it's like when we joan, it's out of fun. But I've seriously, like on some serious shit, I've never called.
You guys
a
are
nigga
much nicer
bitch
than the
ass
girls
nigga.
I know from the
Well,
DMV.
culturally,
I
the
feel like-
lines are just different. It sounds like. What are you about to say?
I don't know. I got friends from the East Coast, and they say that like one thing they notice about being out here is that at least between me and my friends in the Valley, like, oh, you's a bitch ass nigga, and if we don't, it's not gonna come off the same way. You know what I'm saying?
You said debate your dead father,
No,
and then
yeah,
nigga say a
but-
bitch ass
yeah,
nigga.
that's
You're
why
like,
your dad said that you
"God
want to call him a
damn."
bitch. Just the sense just isn't
But
there.
his
It's not
daddy really
equally.
dead though. Like
He
you're not
really-
a bitch for real.
I don't know.
But his father's alive. I wouldn't
like,
say
it's
that
all
my dad's
based
actually
on
dead.
if I'm angry and I say you bitch ass nigga, that means I am pissed the fuck
Live
off.
it.
I've never said that before.
Yeah, if I call you a bitch,
Nah.
I'm really mean it.
Damn,
That's wild.
Mean it.
that's real
I don't
shit though. I can respect that.
I'll slip up sometimes and like begin to say like bitch, like 'cause you know my friend, like hey bitch, like you know, so I'm
Yeah,
like
yeah,
Joan and I say ooh, let me pull back. I'm like, I
we'll
ain't
say,
mean it.
We'll say bitch, but you bitch ass nigga in an argument. I'm like, damn,
Absolutely
that's
not.
a little harsh.
That's a little
I don't
harsh.
know.
That's fair.
Well, that leads us into our first topic of the day.
Which is
Valentine's Day. Did you have a good one
this
with a
is a
nigga
setup.
or
Why
a
am I
shitty one
here?
with a nigga?
I mean, we don't. Oh, it's just. Oh, we did say
It's
with
for
niggas, so I
everybody.
guess that's.
I'm
For,
about to say, I was like, you
Did
talking.
you who had a good Valentine's Day? Did you enjoy yours? Did you enjoy yours? Did you not
I
enjoy
had a good
yours?
Valentine's Day. I liked mine.
You liked it?
nice,
Was it
yeah.
self-care day or somebody
No, I was with people.
people?
Throughout the day, I was with people.
Uh-huh. Player.
Valentine's Day was a whole weekend, so if you're a real Mac, you had
Yeah,
You
you
had
had a
a
whole
few, so-
event going on.
people. I was
Yeah,
around.
and let up. Like shit.
I was around some people I really
Saturday,
enjoyed.
Sunday, and
Yeah.
Monday.
Yeah,
Valentine's
I should
Day.
start on Thursday. No, I'm saying.
Thursday.
No,
No, I was around people I enjoyed. I had a good time.
that's great.
yeah.
That's love.
You feel appreciated?
Nice. I'm playing.
Did you feel appreciated?
Did I? I did. Yes.
That's love.
Yeah.
That's love on
We got
love
something
day.
you
going
right
on
now.
all
You
day.
said it must be nice. You
Yeah,
had-
why you say
You had
that?
a good
Yeah.
day.
I did. Did I?
Yes.
Damn, bro.
Yeah,
Hey,
well,
she,
my
don't,
day
she
started
don't mean
out-
it, dog.
My day started out. All right, here's the whole kill. So my day started out with getting forgotten about on Valentine's Day.
Oh.
So I decided to cook dinner for the homies instead.
Oh.
So I mean, it was a cool day or whatever.
What you make? That depends. That'll tell you how much you love your homies right there.
Oh no, I love my homies. Like we had pasteles, we had maduros, we had
Yeah.
salmon,
Say those one more time. You got what?
pasteles, maduros.
What's that?
You Dominican or something? What are you?
I'm Cuban
Oh,
Cuban
okay.
beef.
Okay.
and Puerto Rican.
And Puerto Rican
Yeah,
beef.
so it was like a whole little Cuban Puerto Rican spread. But I hadn't made it in so long because like COVID, like I usually make it like back home. So I'm not with them no more. I can't visit them no more. So even for the holidays, like we usually cook all that stuff. And like I went home and niggas was just like, we just gonna get takeout. And I was like, bet.
Yeah.
I ain't gotta slave away, cool. But I was like, man, I love my homies. I'm gonna cook for y'all for real.
That's what's up. That's love right there. I didn't
question,
cook for
right?
no nigga. I don't cook for no nigga on Valentine's Day. I gotta say that.
That's so rude. You don't love your homies.
Phew, not on that. That's just that
Damn.
sends the wrong signal.
Y'all
I
at least
think.
like
So
hug each
then-
other?
So then,
Hmm?
look.
Y'all hug each other at least?
Yeah.
Y'all kiss a little bit?
Nah.
Okay.
That's
Kiss your homies, man. Shout out.
Kiss your homies.
Normalize kissing your homies.
Normalize that shit,
being
man.
homo- being
Share shit, bro.
homophobic over here.
No, I'm not a homophobic.
I'm
Just
playing.
not a homo.
It's not a homo. So my question to y'all three is: did y'all buy somebody flowers? No.
Mm-mm.
No.
Did y'all do
No.
anything
Nah.
for
I
nobody?
cooked.
You cooked.
I cooked.
That's
yes.
For who?
I cooked for the person that I love the most. His
Yep.
name's Jonathan Thomas.
Myself, motherfucker. Keep it real.
I was about to say your mom.
I was like, Jesus.
You can't cook.
Cooking
Jesus
for
can't eat the
Jesus.
food. Come
I
on.
ain't know. Well, he can't take the money neither, but they still taking my fucking
Ooh,
tithes.
let's
at the church.
go.
honestly.
Ooh, that's
Well,
a
that's a
topic.
conversation right
So,
there.
Sheesh.
How do you feel about church tithes? Should they
I don't go to
increase?
church. I'm over here capping.
Should they increase? Like, do you
I
think
ain't
God be
paid a tithe in
satisfied with
20
us
years.
like all the time? Like tithes are still
Look.
10%. They should be like 30 by now.
God,
There was a percentage
God
on that?
says
I was
30.
dropping pocket change.
God says, "Come as you are." And if
And
you
I'm
come,
broke.
if you come broke to church, He said, "Come as you are." I
Hey,
am.
give me 10%.
I are broke.
Listen.
But he's
Amen.
saying, hell
Amen.
no.
I feel you on that. I just be
I would just be
wondering.
dropping like $1.
I be wondering where the money going. I really do.
I just want to know why I got a budget to go to church. Like, can I afford to go to church this week? The fuck?
Yeah.
What is
but
that?
Look, that's why church online now. Now ain't nobody got no excuse.
No, churches
Now
got
they
cash
take
apps
Cash
now.
I
App.
was about to say they
Everything
take
Cash App
Venmo.
now.
Shit.
They take Venmo,
Church
Cash
I watch,
App.
I ain't heard nothing about no Cash App. So
Oh shit.
they probably do because they have big church.
I give my time, and that is
Research.
currency to me when I tune into a service. So
Whew, time is currency
You do
though.
what?
give my time.
It's really all we have.
Time.
That's
Yeah.
the most valuable thing I own.
Look, I'm just
Time's very
glad I don't
expensive.
got to get up and get dressed early and then do all that extra like. Because of course when you go to church you gotta get the breakfast too, so it's like you gotta get up
You
extra
don't be
early
in
to go
church
get the
early.
breakfast.
She
get the
said you gotta
bagel.
get the breakfast too. It's a
Man, you got
What, you
to.
Catholic? How long your church be?
No, you get up early
to go
to
eat
go get the breakfast.
at the
breakfast?
church.
Oh,
At the
y'all
church.
get fed at church?
Oh, you don't go to church.
No,
Yeah,
that's
that's
not normal.
not going.
That ain't normal.
Every
That's
church
some
don't have
churches.
breakfast
That is
yet.
some
Yeah, that
churches.
is
Maybe
it.
I was like, okay,
No,
where we
it's the
going
church.
to Sunday?
It's the church. They be having like coffee, juice, bagels.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
cooked
Me and my folks went
muffins,
to
all
an
that.
AME church. They definitely did that.
Yeah,
back
that's
in the-
that's where I got baptized in AME church.
Well,
so.
I didn't get baptized. I
didn't get baptized.
just
No, yeah, they had all that.
I didn't go that far.
See, never I go to a fun church. Like, I feel like you see all these Twitter videos, everybody catching the Holy Ghost and shit, dancing. All the churches I went to, just like sit down, shut up, and listen. I'm like, all right.
But the Holy Ghost and shit be for a moment. It don't be like the whole service. It'll be like one person
some
that's
of them
really
churches
feeling the
down
spirit.
south be
I was about to say.
a good hour.
That's
Ones
my
my grandma
grandma.
used
That's
to
the
take us
churches I
to.
went to down south.
My grandmother lived in Fayetteville, and every time we go to church with her, that don't be lasting like 1-2 hours.
Yeah, it'd
and
be
just
long as fuck.
It'd be the like
I mean,
the sit and
it'd be long as hell.
yeah.
No, it don't be long.
But see
as
the
hell.
one in
That's the point of it.
up north, they be the fun ones that be lasting about 45 to an hour. You know.
Yeah, churches back home, we was in it for like
We
30
in,
I
we
feel
out.
like because the
45.
preachers up north got shit to do.
Probably.
Of course.
Like the preacher down south, after church is over, he gonna talk to more people, fellowship.
They all got
more,
money to launder.
know
What you
I'm saying? Amen. Amen. All right. we're gonna go ahead and steer our attention away from the Lord for a second.
Nah, honestly. Sorry, Lord. We
My
love you,
bad,
we just-
Jesus.
we just talking stupid. I have a question. Wait. Before we get into, we'll leave the topic of Valentine's Day. Before we leave that topic, the most talked about industry girl now is dating one of the heartthrobs of Hollywood, Michael B. Jordan, right?
I don't know why they call him that, but all right, go ahead.
Hey, that's what I've been seeing the headlines. You know what I'm saying? Do you feel, because Boosie had a comment on this too, that Lori Harvey
seen that.
is the winner in this situation, or Michael B. Jordan is the winner in this situation?
Well, the thing is, like, what are you considering a winner?
Yeah, like,
because
what are the
they
measures
are
of-
dating each other. Like, what's winning? What is the prize?
Lori Harvey has no skill, to our knowledge,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
Michael B. Jordan is a heartthrob and an actor,
Okay.
right? And so in our eyes, he's like put up as this thing that, you know, he's a goal for some women, right? And Lori Harvey has taken a lot of women's gold men,
Okay, so who won,
And she-
Kanye or Kim? Because Kim ain't got no fucking talent.
but I think Kim won that
You
situation.
think Kim,
Kim
won?
did,
Yeah.
Mhm.
4 kids in an industry that them kids can take over in the future.
And they all
Yeah.
black.
That's a lot of niggas out here saying Kanye won because he ended up with Kim.
That nigga ended up with mental health issues,
I was about to say,
He
yeah.
had them before Kim.
but they were exploited and
Nah, he
pulled out.
had them after his mother died.
They were pulled out
Yeah.
way harder after.
Yeah.
I don't know if anyone wins the situation. I mean, if you're gonna base it off of success, then I guess Lori wins. But if you're gonna, I mean, that's the only. If that's what you're gonna base it off of, then that's the end.
But
all
what
be
if her
all.
talent's psychiatry?
And she's like healing these
Yeah,
niggas.
you know
Would
what
you
I'm
go
saying?
see Lori Harvey as a psychiatrist?
I mean, me personally,
a
no.
22-year-old
prescribe
girl.
you
I'm just, but I'm saying,
Well, you
A 22-year-old girl.
22-year-old girl.
not at all. But the men she dates might.
Well, my thing with that is like, as her previous relationships, everybody has always have been like, oh yeah, there are goals for everybody that she's dated, and they don't last.
Mhm.
So it's like when it comes to winning and it comes to anybody being a prize, you don't know what goes on behind closed doors. All you see is their pictures. And it's like if you're thinking about, like Jordan says, success,
Mhm.
yeah, Lori, I guess, won, quote unquote, because Michael is, you know, more a catch. I was gonna say accounted for. Like he
I
has
would
more.
just say making more money.
Yeah,
That's it.
yeah.
But
That's
that's it.
yeah.
But
all
yeah,
that
like
shit.
I don't really think it's like any of them won anything because for one, we don't know what we don't know what Lori does.
Wait, so nobody wins in love?
How you know they love each other? We just see pictures.
She said, "No."
We
we
just
all
see
losers
pictures.
out here.
That's true. We do just
So
see
it's like,
pictures
and then
of two
especially
people
with her
hanging out.
relationship, she be bouncing. That's what she want to do. That's what she want to do. But like she be bouncing, and it's like we said the same thing with Future. Like, oh shit, Future won because he got Lori, or
Right.
Lori won because
Yeah.
Future's actually posting her. He'll never post nobody else. And then that ended, and then she was with somebody else. Oh my gosh, she won again. Well, that ended. Now she's on to Michael. So it's like, I don't know. We don't really know that situation.
Is it something to frown at, or do you?
It
Is it
ain't
something
none
to
of my
celebrate?
goddamn business. I don't care.
I love that answer.
Ain't nothing
Yeah,
to frown
I
or
always
be
love that
excited
answer,
about.
I
but
promise it don't move me either direction.
At all.
I'm just like, it's none of my business. So y'all
Yeah,
do what you do
I
over
say
there.
they both look very nice together. They both look very cute.
I be telling people there are normal women out here that do not give a fuck.
Yeah,
about
and
this
it's like
shit.
the whole thing with like people posting, Lori really be doing this. Like, Lori got a point for us, sis. I'm like, how? How she get a point for us? What she do? Date a
I'm
good
not
looking
in her
man?
tax bracket. Ain't no points for me
No.
off her team.
Right. Like,
Facts.
nah. I would
Yeah.
say that I do commend Michael for his Valentine's Day gift, which was buying her a stock, which was very useful. I'll say that. But besides
Man, they got
that, and
enough
that I did pay attention to, and I was like, oh, that shit was smart. That's nice.
I do think that's smart.
Yeah, that was smart and that was really nice. But everything else, what was the question you said? You said, is it something to be excited about or something
Yeah,
like
is
that?
it a win for either? Like,
Mhm.
people always act like somebody in a relationship is a win or a goal to achieve in yourself. You know what I mean? Like Beyonce and Jay-Z, people put them up as that, and you're like, but why? You know what I mean? Like,
Well, they got married, so that's
I know,
what I'm
and then
saying.
it's like marriage is the goal.
Yeah.
But like,
Yeah.
but I don't know.
I
But
don't know, I
so
don't-
like, well, go ahead.
No, I was saying I don't see like relationships as a goal. I feel like it becomes a goal when you start vibing with somebody, and it's like, oh, okay, like, all right, cool, like now we there. But like, if you, like, me being single, I don't put it as a goal. Like, all right, I need to find a nigga. Like,
Right.
no, like if it happens, like, okay, bet, like that's our goal here. Like we vibing, we talking. Like our goal is to get there. But if if I'm not even having that with nobody, then I'm not like, all right, so when am I gonna get in a relationship?
Right.
It's not that deep.
Yeah.
It's not
and I
that
think the
deep.
only
That's
goal
fair.
from that is, damn, I hope the next nigga, these next niggas, not for me, but just niggas in general, pay attention. Like, yeah, buy your girl something useful. Like how you bought her a stock. That's smart. Maybe niggas will learn to be a little smart with their gifts now.
You know,
I
That's
have
the
a-
only goal that I
creative.
could see.
I have a theory about niggas being smart when they have like jump offs and side pieces and shit. Like, if you don't want this girl to talk shit about you, right? You can start her a LLC or anything, a business in her interest, right? And she gets money from that. And you started that shit. You remain the sole proprietor of her company. And if she ever in her life tries to come at you for some shit, you shut her motherfucking business down, nigga. Who's gonna take a shutdown business over her hurt feelings,
That's
nigga?
dark.
Nobody.
That's fucking dark.
Mastermind. Left Lex
That
Luthor.
could be what Michael B. Jordan did. You don't know, bro. Like, I got the stock. You know,
Yeah,
I
it's
have
in your
access-
name.
I have access to that.
On the paper.
I mean, yeah. I mean, the real gift would be, I guess, putting it in her name and having connections to it. But yes, that's a way to.
That's a way to keep your shit
That's
together.
a not. Yeah.
I mean, instead of buying a
Sheesh.
girl expensive ass gifts all the time, like get her gifts. Yeah, but get her a business that she can
That's an
operate.
NDC for sure.
Yeah.
In another
That's
way.
the
What
ultimate
were you saying?
non-disclosure.
Yeah. I heard you talk to TMZ the other day. That's a nice Tesla you have. You're just being threatening as hell.
You can just keep popping up those
Yeah, exactly.
I heard you were.
What was that?
Forbes
Shade
30
room?
under 30.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
go.
scary, actually. This B Simone tape, you talk about when she's like saying that whole thing, like,
Oh yeah.
if you asking for a nigga with all your teeth, you got a back tooth problem, shit like that.
She's female Kevin Samuels right now.
I love
She's
it.
trying to pull
I
that.
know.
I love it.
She's
I
trying to
know.
pull that shit in
Yeah.
right now.
It's
She's
a very-
she's redeeming herself from the last time.
Stolen
No, she
book.
not.
She did steal a book. She
I was
stole
like, no,
everything.
She not.
You think she's not?
Nah,
You
I
don't
just wish she would
approve?
stop talking sometimes. Like,
That's fair.
I might just be rude. She just too fucking loud for me. Like, bitch, cause you hear
yeah.
bringing
Yeah.
in.
Yes. I can't even
Because
do this.
she-
I can't even take it to
because-
that level.
Because the thing is that we know people that know her, and she
Yeah.
does not like. Of course, you know that she doesn't talk like that.
Yeah, yeah.
But she doesn't talk nowhere near
At
like
all.
that.
It's
Like
not even her
that.
personality at
nowhere-
all.
Not at all. Not it's,
Like,
it's
it's a full-on
all
character.
for
Yeah.
the camera, and it's like
Which
what her video.
She couldn't do that in real life and people be friends with her though.
Yeah, like her video that
it'll
she
be
put
awful.
out probably wouldn't have as much backlash if she just talked regular.
That's
Because most people are like, she just talked too fucking loud. I'm not listening to it. She got this fake personality. I'm not gonna listen to it. But if she just talked regular, people would be like, oh shoot, that's how you actually sound. They probably would listen to her.
Well, she did. That's for her brand. So she like took the information from what's going on in the dating shit and just put it with her brand and did herself. And we know now that originality is not valued on the internet. It's just not. You can redo somebody else's shit and go and literally kill it.
TikTok.
But did y'all see the videos that the people, like, I think it was maybe yesterday, the people were saying she stole whatever she was saying in that manifestation video from them?
Yeah, it was a book.
It was like one girl said that she wrote it in her book, and then another girl said that she said it on her live before, like maybe a couple days ago, and B Simone just like just said it in like a video.
Well, these people are not original.
That's what I was about to say.
Original.
It's like y'all did not invent manifestation.
Thank
like,
you.
there's
You
so
didn't even
many.
steal it.
There's
You
so
didn't-
many
yes.
books for years that
Yes.
probably have the same steps
Yes.
you have in
Right.
your book, and she could have read that book. But like, if she want to talk about manifestation, she can. And if it sounds similar to what you said, it's because y'all probably read the same book.
Ooh, let's talk about.
So-
This makes me think about how the hood healer. Y'all do know who the hood healer is,
Yeah.
right? She like went to OnlyFans and made 20 bands in like an hour, and now she's like financing. You know, she's monetizing healing, which it was like a whole like the whole thing was like, yeah, this is free. Come get this goodness,
Work,
this
yeah.
nutrition, a spiritual nutrition real quick for free, but now it's monetized. Y'all feel like, you know, everything is devalued in America, or you think that she should just get her coin?
I think she should get her coin.
Get her coin. This is America, right? We
Yeah,
thrive
America.
off of capitalism. As much
Exactly.
as we say we hate it, we need it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So go ahead. Like, your money.
If she shouldn't get paid, that means that there should only be one rapper, right?
Man,
That's
wow.
what I'm saying. Yeah.
What a great way to put that.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like everybody's always trying to. The same thing with B Simone. Like you want her to. She has her own audience,
Yeah, she does.
right?
Yeah.
And then if
That
you're
love her.
if you're tuning into her just to hate, like you're
still giving her coin.
you're giving her coin. You're definitely giving her more
Yeah.
clout.
clicking on
than-
her stuff.
Hate is almost
giving
better.
her
It's
coin.
almost hard to know though if they're manipulating
Controversy.
that system themselves though.
Wait, if they're making people hate them, or what do you mean?
If they're like, and all right, I need you to come in. I need you to say, "Shut up, bitch! You don't know what you're talking about."
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
Oh, like creates haters.
Yeah, just
creates
create
controversy.
Create the talk. Because I
Probably.
be thinking about doing that as friends, like on Twitter and shit. Like just let's roast each other on Twitter.
I had a fake
And then
beef, and that
that's
shit
just-
blew my
fake
algorithm. I
beef.
just had a fake beef with
Oh, they
somebody.
be doing that on,
It
on
was
TikTok.
great.
Yeah.
It was wonderful.
It's
We roasted
amazing.
each other. He said some mean things, but you didn't have to bring that in there. But I mean, that shit was fire, and people were like calling me, like, "Yo, dude, this is real, man. You need
They
me to
put it
handle
on
that."
your dead father. You
Yes.
like, oh, you don't know your dead
all
father.
type of wild shit, and I was just like, "Wow, this is."
They literally do that on TikTok. Like they'll tell like each other's friends or something, like pretend that that you slept with my man, and then I'm just gonna like pretend to film you off guard, and they get like 5 million fucking likes
So weird.
just for pretending to have drama.
I should stay
really
in the military, bro.
great.
These niggas is
Well, shit,
stupid.
these YouTube couples making a couple mil.
Well, let's talk
Yeah,
about how that's wars.
easy, man.
Actually, there's wars that's been fought behind that. Probably, actually, like this whole like let's the CIA, let's go into this country and like knock off this dictator so that this person will be here. Now this person kills this group of people, and now we have to invade. Wow, I mean it's the same
It's a whole
shit,
system.
man. Nothing's real, bro.
Why
Real.
do we exist?
That's why this whole
It's a simulation.
That's why this whole relationship goals and
The
goals
Matrix
thing.
for
I'm
sure.
like, I'm not believing anything on no YouTube, on no Instagram, because you don't know what. Unless I know those people,
Like the makeup
y'all
girl
could
just
look
got
very
punched,
nice.
and
Y'all
she's
could,
like,
y'all fits
girl.
could be cute. Y'all pictures could be cute.
Can you sock me in the face so I can
Videos
do a
could be
makeup
cute.
tutorial?
That's fine and
All
dandy.
your information.
Y'all are dark.
Domestic violence makeup tutorial. That's too far.
This is how you contour after a fight.
No, but look, they
You
were
gonna
doing
break your
that.
nose. Set
They
your
were
nose back
doing
in
that on
place.
TikTok. They were like doing makeup. It was like a challenge, not a
That's
challenge,
rough,
but a
man.
trend where
Oh,
they
to
were
make yourself
making
look
your
beat up?
yeah,
Yeah,
like
Look
have
like you had a
black eye.
domestic
Yeah.
violence.
Beat your face.
I
Yes,
remember
like
that.
it was like.
Yeah.
Your face is beat.
Literally.
Stop.
That's rude.
Stop, bro.
That's the trend.
That's rude.
Yo, is it too
Hey,
late?
you gotta
combo?
beat your face, challenge.
My face was beat. Oh, that man's face was beat.
Man.
Damn,
Yeah, look.
prosthetics.
Then you got the
Okay.
one dumb bitch who don't get it. Like, it's makeup. And she had her whole boyfriend. Oh, it's
Oh,
makeup?
shit.
Oh, yeah.
my bad.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
they had that going on too, and they were like, I don't think this is appropriate.
Y'all's not real?
Yeah. Y'all stop real.
That shit is
I heard this
crazy.
nigga.
That is
awful.
crazy. I mean, the world, essentially, that's what the world has become, right? There's a dark space to live in where you can just like make humor out of the worst shit.
You couldn't do this humor about 20 years ago. I ain't gonna tell you.
10 years ago, you couldn't do this
No,
shit.
What are y'all talking about? The humor was way worse 10,
I think
20 years
so.
ago.
That's what I want to say
I
too.
was
Yeah.
That's what you're talking about.
I meant to switch it.
Do you guys
couldn't do
remember
that
Drawn
humor
Together, G?
now.
Now, yeah.
Have you
Yeah.
watched
That's
an episode of Drawn Together in
But that's
recent
adult
times?
humor, though.
Drawn Together was the most.
Nah, that shit was stupid.
that shit
bro.
was vile.
Nigga, we were watching Ace Ventura the other night.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way they could have dropped that movie in 2020.
Oh, yeah.
He
when
comes
they-
out of that rhino
They
wet
were,
and shit.
but they were
Bro.
trans. How you say? They were ahead of time, bro. Like they had
Way ahead, but like if you would have dropped that now, that's so racist. They had them speaking in clicks, not even real
Yeah.
dialect. I was like, God damn.
Even like
But
the
now people just call you a nigga.
yeah,
I
but
mean,
even like right now,
I'm
if
used to
y'all
that.
y'all probably don't, but on
You born
Disney
with that
Plus,
in your DNA
on Disney
a little,
Plus,
you
they
know.
got like messages that come on before certain movies. That's like, this doesn't reflect how Disney is now. We understand that these were like
they do have that.
during
Yeah,
like
yeah.
They do that.
racist
And
and
it'll be 5
transphobic
black-ass
times
crows.
or whatever.
Yeah.
Like fucking like Dumbo.
What the fuck are they going to
Crow
say?
just like
in the future, bro?
Peter singing straight
And
up
Peter
slave
Pan,
rituals.
they were making like
Is that me, Tumblin?
in Peter Pan, they made the Indian have like a caricature head, and he was red, and they called him Tiger Lily, and like
Yes.
all these like racist things. I'm like, yeah.
The
it's so
song
crazy what you gotta do
Savages
now.
and Pocahontas rubs me the wrong way every
That shit
time
kind of
I
hit
hear it.
though.
That beat fire.
That shit
though.
kinda hit
You like
That's
really
a
listening to
good
that
one.
beat fire as
I
fuck.
mean,
That was real beef.
I know. I didn't even think of the words.
You
You
ain't
just
never-
said
That was
I love
real
that song.
beef, nigga. I was like, yo, son.
Yeah.
Like, this shit has carried over to Disney.
And the thing
Yo,
is that-
savages. They're not even
For real, dude.
going in, bro.
That should be a sample on a song, actually. Let's think
Like,
about
yeah.
that.
Hell no.
That'd be
Hell
hard
no.
though.
That would be a dope ass.
Yeah.
Dang, yeah, nah, that song do kind of go. That song do kind of.
See, that's the problem. Disney
Now
puts
that
all
I'm
the
thinking about
bops
the
in
beat
their
in my head,
movies.
I'm like,
Disney makes racism so colorful and
It's
beautiful.
so nice.
Like, damn, I
Add some bass to that shit. Boom.
It's-
You watch the Aristocrats, you like, well, how
That
is this
shit,
racist?
bro.
Like, no, that shit
Nah,
is
that shit's hella
racist.
racist.
Oh,
Wait,
with the
which one?
Chinese cat?
The one with the where they're in the
Yes.
Oh, the
party.
Siamese?
Yeah.
They literally said ching ching chong.
Yeah.
You got me fucked up.
It was just a Siamese
Nah,
cat.
that's Lady and the
They're
Tramp.
evil.
Oh fuck. Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
that is Lady and the Tramp. No, but I have seen Aristocats, but that Siamese thing
Yeah.
with the
when
with
they
the
brought
ching
the
ching,
house
that
down
was
in
a Lady and the
Aristocats,
Tramp.
bro.
Yo.
That was also Bop.
I was like, that was
Which
a
one?
bop.
That shit was a whole bop.
Everybody
Wants
Oh,
to be a
they
cat.
do. They turned
Yeah.
I
this
was
whole-
thinking you meant that song. I was like, how
That's
that
shit.
But that
racist?
shit was racist though.
Everybody wants to be a cat.
They had to go to the
They
niggas
had
to
all
get
them
that
niggas
jam.
that was doing the
Those were
like if you
black
look in the back
dudes,
in the
bass.
background, the dude
Okay.
on the bass was black, the dude on the drums was Chinese.
Yeah.
And they were
Oh.
like, yeah, it was the way they drew the characters.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everybody want to be a cat. I was like, shit, maybe I want to be a damn cat. Goddamn, that song go.
They're like, y'all brought the goddamn.
This ain't
y'all
and,
living
then-
on this
and we were. I was talking about this to them earlier. Princess and the Frog.
Hella racist.
There ain't no way that Dragonfly had to be that hillbilly. He.
That was not even that long ago.
He was
Actually.
Cajun.
Yeah, I
He was
know.
hella
Come on,
Cajun.
Bone. That
There's
was
white.
Cajun.
There's white and Asian Cajun people though that be like country and hillbilly though.
But they
black
made
ones
him
too.
Yeah, I'm just saying,
extremely,
it's not just black.
extremely hillbilly like that. He could barely talk straight.
Right.
He did not need to be that country.
Yeah.
Have you
'Cause-
been to New Orleans?
But if everybody else in the movie does not sound like that, why would you make him sound like that?
I mean,
He did not need to be that fucking country.
I mean,
Everybody else
they had to
sounded
have
like they
one.
from New Orleans. That nigga sounded like he's still in 1775.
Well,
He
yeah.
don't need to sound like that. That fucking
Well.
dragonfly.
Got lost in time.
he got a little lost
Yeah.
in
I was trying
time.
to do the
We
math
need
in
to
my
have
head. I was
somebody
like,
from
You're right.
Maybe his mind was just actually blown
I
about a
was
black
definitely-
princess. He
Well,
was
there's a
like-
difference between Creole and Cajun. You know what I'm saying? Cajun is that fucking backwoods ass swamp
That's
shit.
swampy.
I was
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
Creole not that bad, but Cajun, I'm.
Creole
Yeah.
people like hold themselves up like I'm from the French
Creole
and
is
shit like that. I am
wheezy alphabet.
sophisticated aristocrat.
watching-
Wait, so there's a
Watching
real
that-
difference?
Yeah.
I always
Yeah.
thought they were
Yeah.
interchangeable. I wouldn't
Nah.
know.
No, it's if you
There's racism because Cajun is white people, Creole are the black people.
Gotcha, coach.
And that's the thing is that he sounded Cajun, but he
acted.
acted black. That's like, because I mean, it's a black movie. So
But
it's
the
black
Cajun
characters.
people way to deep. There'd be Asian Cajun people that sound
Yeah.
black in New Orleans,
Yeah.
and it's just but are
It's the
backwoods
best shit
like
ever.
eat
It'll throw you off.
raccoon.
Yeah.
But that shit tastes fire.
Like a Jamaican Chinese dude.
It's very confusing. There
There's
is Asian.
so many Chinese,
Yo,
Jamaicans
that
in
shit is
Jamaica.
wild.
Yeah.
I was so mind blown. Like I felt racist. I'm like
That's
staring
how it
and
is.
shit. I'm
You
like,
don't
say
talk
it
like
again.
that.
Talk again.
So it's the
That's
Caribbean
how it
chicken
is.
orange?
That's how it is in PG. PG and
It's a
DC.
Caribbean orange chicken. I can't believe it.
Yo.
man.
Yo, that would go crazy.
Caribbean orange.
Oh my
That's-
god, jerk and orange chicken.
Oh, that would hit.
That
That
shit
would
be
hit
pretty
home.
fire. That shit would be pretty fire.
Bro, make it as the next
Look,
barbecue.
in
Yeah,
DC
right.
and shit, PG and DC, we would have those hood Asian people, either the Jamaican Asians or the hood Asians,
real
because
hood
carry out
ones.
because when I eat Chinese food out
carry
here,
out.
ain't no Chinese food slap like DC Chinese food.
Except for
It's
maybe
because
New
y'all
York.
Chinese food
Maybe.
is our Mexican food.
Yes.
Like
Yes.
Chinese, East Coast Chinese food is West Coast Mexican food.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
ain't none of y'all taco spots gonna slap like ours.
Oh no, I
You know
haven't.
what I'm
I
saying?
never had a real
But that's-
taco till I came here. Like with asada
Yeah.
and cilantro, my tacos was ground beef, shredded lettuce, and like tomatoes.
Yeah,
I never
facts.
had like
And shredded cheese.
like asada and
Disrespectful.
shredded cheese. Yeah, I
Yeah,
never
I
had
feel
that.
you.
Like,
I
we
remember
got
I had to stop
spots.
asking people for sour cream and cheese out here because they would just be like,
Yes,
"What does that motherfucker say?"
No, for real.
Like, I remember
You want
having-
an American?
What did
my
you say? Yeah.
No bullshit. Like we got some spots back home that like got good Mexican food
Mm-hmm.
because we have a really high population of like Hondurans and Ecuador and El Salvador, but it don't be real Mexican food
Nah, I feel
still.
you.
So,
I feel you.
out here is definitely better.
I will say I'm tired of that shit now. I don't want no more.
Man, I'm so
tacos.
there's no good food in
tired.
LA.
Whoa, whoa,
Wait,
whoa,
wait,
There's
wait,
no
wait a
good
minute.
food here.
Wow.
You
Wait a
haven't
minute.
even been outside.
Wait,
Yes, I
wow.
This is your
have.
first time being
Wait, yeah,
outside.
The
right?
only thing
Like,
that I
you
can
ain't even
do, the
contradicting
only thing I
Say
can do
no.
in quarantine is look for new food spots because I can do takeout, I can do
You
sitting
can't
outside.
really
That's all I've been
experiment
doing
it.
since
You
I've
can't
been
go
here.
digital.
here.
You
Nah,
can't
yo.
go digital
No,
for
no,
The
no.
food
only
out
food
here.
worth eating here is Mexican food and vegan
You
food.
lost it, G. You
Vegan
lost.
food.
Damn.
Let's
'Cause
roll
y'all
back
know
to
how to
the
make it
beginning
taste
where
like
she said she
regular
hasn't
food
been
here.
outside.
Y'all.
Yo, there's food out here,
My
yo.
bad, y'all.
No, there's food out here, yo. There's some cold shit.
That's some
I
cold
tell you right
stuff.
now, I've went
The
to
best food I've
Versailles?
had.
Have you been to Versailles yet?
yes,
You thought it was whack?
it was okay.
Bless
Okay.
us.
The best food that I've
Been to
had
Glasgow?
is further south LA, like
Well, yeah.
South Central,
Yeah.
Crenshaw, like
See, that's
southern.
that agrees with your palate.
You can't be
Yeah.
out here looking. You can't be
Yeah.
out here looking for food from where you're from.
You can't be in
Yeah,
North
they- yeah,
Hollywood.
they-
Like,
Yeah.
they ain't got no good food.
Yeah, they don't
Yeah.
have fucking what do we had back
So
there.
what is LA known for besides Mexican food and vegan food? Because that's all I
Women,
found that's
weed,
been.
and weather.
We should talk
Anyways.
about food wise.
on the cuisine level. What is
On the
there?
cuisine
They
level.
have
No.
fire ass.
It ain't no
Don't say
specific
seafood. Don't say Caribbean
cuisine here.
food.
There's
Don't
no specific
say.
cuisine here.
See, we have good spots.
They have spots.
Yeah, I
Like
will
that
say-
place is good for that.
I will say
You know
I've
what
it's
I'm
not
had-
like
saying?
I've
Philly
been to good
cheesesteaks.
spots.
It's not like LA. It's not like that. It's just like
See,
there's
I
spots.
ain't had that problem. See, back home, I could walk into anywhere in Laurel and know the food is going to bust no matter what. Like I don't gotta flip a coin. I don't gotta. I don't know. No.
I can't. But
argue
where'd
with
you
that.
hike there?
I can't argue.
You
with
said
that.
what?
Where'd you hike?
What you mean? Fuck you.
Yeah, could you see
We
the
got
beach?
mountains. We got
Okay,
hikes.
cool.
Could you see the
Okay.
beach?
Man,
Exactly.
Could you see
Is
the
this
beach and the
podcast
snow in
over?
the same water?
I'm gonna leave. No, but I can see the avenue.
The avenue.
Avenue.
We got avenues.
Yeah.
I'm so dead.
There's some spots though. I will say there's.
But
some
there's
cold
no
food.
Man, send me the list.
specific
No, I
type
will say
cuisine
that.
for
There's
Yeah,
no
I was gonna
specific
say
type LA
there's
cuisine. Of
there's
course,
good
yeah. I'll
spot.
say
I would
that.
say there's no specific kind of food
No.
that
but Mexican
slaps.
food
Mexican
would be
food.
But
that.
But this
Mexican
is
food.
Mexico.
This is Mexico. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
see-
there are spots. I will say that I've been to some pretty
Yes.
good spots.
But yeah.
Like back home, I could go to any carryout and know the wings are gonna bust. Here, probably 1 out of 10 spots I go to will have decent wings.
Yeah.
That's true.
That is a fact.
And,
That is
and
true.
I got
I
a
miss
beef. I got a
wings.
beef to pick with y'all.
Uh-oh.
Why would y'all charge
Uh-oh.
for a 6-piece wing and fries
Yeah.
$18 for what?
$18
That's
for
what we're in
what?
quarantine though, and like shit is motherfuckers are struggling. That's what I think.
Yo, my man's is my
Back home,
witness.
it's a
I don't even
$5
eat
box.
wings
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah, wings like that.
So-
But like, yo, son, that shit is insane how expensive. I don't know. It's something about that vegan shit. I think they just
No,
charge
it's
you
not.
more
They're
for
not.
chicken.
They're not. Oh, because
I feel like
okay.
they just charge you
Okay.
more.
They just
'Cause
like
I'm
you don't
just
want to
like-
eat the fucking cauliflower.
Right.
And then y'all got no combos. Like I'm like, if you got a chicken spot, I'm like, okay,
The
can I get a
combos is
6-piece
whack. I'll
with
admit
like
that.
with some collard greens and yams? And they're like, oh no, you got to add that on the side. It's like
Yeah.
$4 each.
They be
Yeah.
having
That is the
Dude,
thing
it's
about like a
$3.50
lot
for
of
a
the-
drink. That
They
shit
be
is
having
bogus.
fucked up
Yeah.
with combos. They be having like an 8-piece wing. You like, nigga, you know I want 10, bruh. Like,
Oh, you got
give me that
money.
8, bruh.
mean,
I mean,
a large?
Look, he said, I mean, rich.
what are you doing? I've
Niggas
been
said
I've been in LA
he's
for
in
10
LA.
years. Shit.
You better learn something.
You better learn how to
Man,
get
I went to
something in your
Harold's and
pocket.
ran up a check one night, and all
Harold
I,
out here?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I ran up a fucking check for some catfish and.
No.
You spent
Wing.
$35.
I'm from
I spent
Chicago, so
about-
yeah, they do you dirty. You hit the
Oh, so you're from Chicago, so we can talk
yeah.
about this for real. So, is it mild sauce or mumbo sauce?
Mumbo sauce is DC.
Yeah.
Right, I know.
Oh, which one is better?
I know. I'm saying which one is the real?
It's
sauce?
mild sauce, but mumbo sauce isn't exactly the same. It's not the same flavor. not
It's
even the
pretty
same.
damn close.
It's-
It's.
yeah.
I mean, people just came up
But the
with some sauce
debate
to put on some
is
shit.
who came up with it
Oh,
first.
I think they probably just had their own origins. Is it? I
This
never had this
nigga,
argument with
Mark.
nobody that they thought that mild
It's
sauce
so
was mumbo
politically
sauce. I
correct.
never had
He
that.
won't say
He's
fucking
not gonna do it.
Chicago,
Of,
nigga.
of course, I'm gonna say mild sauce came first, but I wasn't there when they made it. So
Oh my God.
I'm just trying to be accurate here.
This
and I
man
don't
ain't
know.
serious about his chicken. I'm
I'm
over
just
here.
over
I
here.
die by my
I'm
chicken.
just
Yeah, mambo
ready.
sauce.
So you want to
is-
fight about mumbo sauce or mild sauce?
We
can
could
get it in right
I don't
here.
fight fair though. That's fine. We can.
Yeah, I can tell you, say my dad died.
I can,
I'm gonna be hurt before I get to the fight. and
I'll give you
shit.
5 minutes. Bet.
Damn. Give you 5
But
minutes.
yeah, I mean, mumbo sauce is banging, but mild sauce is good too. I like they're both fire.
both
It doesn't have to
good.
be one or the other. I don't think in that way that it's one or the other. So and
I'm very competitive. I apologize.
but I would pick mild sauce personally because I grew up on it.
Ooh, you
Yeah.
crazy.
And what's your chicken spot that mumbo sauce even comes on? What's that? What's the place?
It comes. No,
It's called a
everywhere.
carryout.
The
Oh, it's just
curry-
everywhere.
Everywhere.
The
Yeah,
curry out, bruh.
Carryout.
Curry
Oh,
out.
so
Give me some
y'all's is
mumbo
only
sauce.
Harold's.
It's no, there's Harold's. We got fucking Uncle Remus.
Oh,
They
okay.
got fucking yeah.
But
there's
it'd be
many
like
places.
spot. See,
Jay's.
back
Do
home
y'all
for us, we
have?
just
Do
walk
y'all
into any
have
spot.
carryouts?
What does that mean? Do we have?
Yeah, what-
can
what
you
do
get
y'all-
food carry out?
what do
Is
y'all
that what you
consider
mean?
No, a
carry
carryout is more is always like a
Only
chicken or a
takeout.
Chinese food spot. Yeah, and you carry it out.
Only
Yeah.
takeout.
There's many of those.
Okay,
You go.
sure.
Oh, you mean like you can't sit down and
You
eat in
call
there?
it the carryout. You could eat in there too sometime, but it's just called the carryout.
I would say culturally they don't call it that, but yes, there's places that you can go get carry out.
What
Yes.
do regular niggas call the carryout?
They call it the,
The
name of the
store.
place.
chicken
Uncle
store.
Remus,
They call it the
Harold's,
store.
whatever
Oh,
it is.
nah.
They call it the
See, that's
store.
too much.
No, it's the name of the place.
I don't want to do all that because I can say carry out and niggas know exactly where I'm gonna go.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a carry out.
It's
No
gonna
matter
be
which
somewhere
one.
that's
That's like
specific.
you gotta
love
It's somewhere
the
that
language.
specializes in really good wings and fries.
Well, yeah, that is maybe not called carry out, but yes,
Going to
there's
the taco
places
spot.
like that.
No,
Chinese food too.
Chinese food.
Well, I
Taco
mean-
spot. That's what they
The
do
taco
out here.
spot.
It's any one
Taco
of them.
spot.
It
Okay,
don't
yeah.
matter
I'm
which
gonna go
one
to a
you're
taco
going to.
spot.
Now
Yeah,
that
yeah,
is
yeah.
uniquely
Okay.
LA.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. Well, some people
Chicago say,
specifically
yeah, we
like
about to go to the
Harold's.
store.
Well, some people specifically like Harold's, and some people specifically fuck with Uncle Remus.
See, that's a lot of stress for no reason over some wings. When
That's
I
why
can
niggas
just
shoot and die. Nigga, I'm just. That's why niggas
Chirac,
die.
nigga,
Nigga,
Chirac.
Remus, nigga, no. I'm just playing. But
It's salt and fucking guns is
go
why
rep your
people
set,
die.
nigga. Harold's, nigga.
Speaking of Chicago,
Harold's,
man.
nigga.
Speaking of Chicago, the Judas and the Black Messiah movie just came out. Did y'all
Ooh.
check it out?
Nope.
I haven't been able to watch it
I
yet, but I
watch it
keep
yet.
hearing great
You ain't
things.
serious about your activism, sister. I'm gonna take it back over here to my fellas. Have you guys had a chance to
I
peek
tuned in.
I tuned in.
this masterpiece of art about one of our great brothers?
I did.
Y'all gonna let me
Nah,
know if there's a spoiler alert?
I'm about to say, yeah, like we ain't.
I'm not
The
gonna.
nigga
spoil it.
died, so I don't know what just.
Yeah, like,
Hey, listen, Google
He
spoiled
did.
that
We know
while
he
ago.
it's a true
Okay.
story.
Right.
You can Google it.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah. You're
But
I didn't mean to
watching
call him a
the
nigga like that.
watching the
That was
movie
rude,
is just
but-
watching it expressed through
Yeah. Okay.
Whoever's
the
eyes.
actors.
It just feels like it's gonna be so
interpretation.
heavy, and I'm ready to
Yeah.
watch it, but like I just haven't been in the mindset to watch
yeah.
something that heavy.
Mhm.
That's fair.
Because
That's
like
how-
you know we
you
black
work
like
with
we
white
can,
people, huh?
of course. But what I'm
Yeah,
saying is like
yeah,
us as a community, like we take home that trauma. So like for me especially, like I'm gonna feel that shit because I can relate to it. Like maybe not specifically that, but I'm just like, damn, okay, like that had to happen for me to be where I am.
Oh, it was deep. It
Exactly.
Can you tell it from a
So I
historical place?
gotta be in a happy place to watch. I don't want to watch that when I'm feeling like, and I'm
Yeah.
like crying in bed, like
fair.
damn,
Oh,
and not
I'm
even about
crying.
that,
I'm
just
crying more.
just because in
Yeah.
general.
Yeah.
That movie
already
and
sad.
Malcolm
Right.
and Marie, because everybody talk about that stress.
Whoa,
them
whoa,
out.
whoa,
We gonna get there
we're
next.
getting there. That's
We gonna
later,
get
please.
there.
That's a whole.
Whoa,
Y'all saw that though.
What? No,
Okay, good.
because like it's just too. We heard
Can
that
we-
it's too stressful.
What would you have to say about the historical
Yeah, sorry.
standpoints of Judas and Messiah? Like what
He
Nah,
light
the
skinned, so
same-
he can be radical about this.
Some days, you know what I'm saying?
I'm surprised you ain't got the
Nah, I don't know. That, like as far as watching it, or
As
like
far as
the
like
actual
you said,
story.
do you feel like before you said like would Fred Hampton have approved of Nipsey from the capitalist
that
aspect?
was a conversation I saw on that I thought was interesting on Twitter.
Okay.
That they were pointing out that Jay and Nip did a song for the Fred Hampton soundtrack, but that they're capitalists and he was fundamentally against capitalism.
Yeah.
And does it fit?
Communism.
Would he approve of
The free breakfast program? That's communism.
that's socialism? Okay.
No, you're right. You're right.
It's an ism for sure. For sure.
But yeah, would Fred Hampton approve of Jay and Nip's messages that they give off through their music?
Like the spirit of attain all you can in this lifetime. I guess he would not have approved of that. That would be more of the characters.
They were individuals very much, you know what I'm saying? They're coming from an ideology of like you pull yourself up and like grind for yourself and then you can help people out rather than like we can all give each other a piece of everything and rise up together, right? I mean, and we can provide for many people and help everybody. I different ideologies for sure, but definitely breathed life into people for sure.
See, I don't think that he might have maybe changed his mind because remember that's a whole different time period.
See,
so
that's where
maybe
I'm
he
at.
would have just
Yeah.
seen that
that's what
Nip
I
and
agree
Jay
with too.
have good intentions behind what they say, but obviously it does, embody capitalism. But like I feel like Fred Hampton just be like, all right, maybe we just mix the two, meet in the middle, and then boom, we got something. I don't
We
feel like
need
he'd be
the
like,
money in
fuck
the long
Nip, fuck
run.
Jay. Like I don't feel like doing that.
I think we
it's
would have
different
seen
times.
Fred Hampton like start making a product, you know what I'm saying? Possibly. Maybe producing something
You
from
think he would've
not
been
drugs. When I say product, I'm just saying
Revolutionarios.
You think he would have been
every morning.
Y'all think he would have been
Before you go
Dr.
out there
Umar,
much.
just like yelling at niggas, bro?
No, that nigga was trying to push a product the whole time too. Like sign up for my book, build my school.
But I'm saying you don't think Fred Hampton would have went
He
the
was
book
a
route
revolutionary.
and like
Was that a cereal?
If they
I'm
would have.
fucking
Man, who knows, bro? He was 20, man, 21.
He's 21.
Yeah.
And that's the thing about that movie. That's the only thing I didn't. Well, I expected a different movie, but it was the only thing about the movie that was off for me. Because those were two grown-looking men.
Yeah,
and this was a 17 and a
young.
21-year-old.
Yeah, so true.
And
Yeah, I like that Lakeith. Like
I
it's
love
so
Lakeith.
likable. He was so likable playing an insidious character.
Yeah.
So you like ride with him, like smiling, like I love this thing so much, but you're tearing down.
He was
a
the perfect
movement.
person for
when the
that role.
FBI dude's not on
You said he was a
camera,
perfect person.
For that role.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
when the FBI dude's not on camera, you almost forget he's the snitch.
Yes,
Right. Yeah.
yes,
You're like, oh yeah, yeah, and then you're like, wait, hold on, bruh.
exactly.
Hold on here.
But the real dude that was doing the interview, the actual person, I forget his name, but yo, he was saucy. You know what I'm saying? Like he just had
The nigga out for himself.
yes, he just
Yeah.
like was very
And
like
he's from that era.
yeah.
Yeah, it's the 60s, 70s.
The niggas was cool as hell.
Cool as hell.
Too
Nigga, you
smooth.
had
That
to
car
be.
he had, bro. Just like these niggas is saucy,
Niggas speak
man.
all clear about doing some
Yes,
sinister
cold
shit.
ass shit, man. It was-
Yes, we went down to the store and we shot everybody in there.
exactly.
You're like, you just be riding with that shit like, okay.
Cold.
Okay. The thing that I didn't like about that movie, and I don't like it about a lot of our American art, because it's our life story. This is a Fred Hampton story that could have been told by an American actor that actually could
I keep hearing this debate too.
embody that shit. Like really embody that shit. Like knows the movement, knows what's going on. Like I feel like Daniel
Kaluuya.
Too Many Vowels. That nigga
Too many vowels. Okay.
that nigga he approached it as an actor. He didn't do a bad job, you know what I mean? But he approached it as an actor. Like this is a real story that like we as a nation feel. And this nigga's like, well, I had a great time portraying a character about a story that
Yeah.
I don't really know that much about.
They had civil rights and I've
did.
recently let go of the whole
It ain't
like
about did they have civil rights or
Yeah,
not.
black
so he
trauma is
actually-
worldwide.
Yeah.
yes, that's
Yeah.
what I mean.
You
And
know
so
what
they
I'm
had
But ours is
But
like,
it is a different trauma.
ours is a system of killing. We get killed.
yeah.
Did you listen
They
to
were
his interview
polite.
though?
They were polite in a way. Like after a while, they were just like, "All right, now tea time." Like
Yeah, yeah.
after a little bit of time, they just were like embarrassed as English.
They were like,
men.
let's talk about it. 'cause
Yeah,
we
I
are
was like,
smarter
okay,
than
look,
this.
this is-
We smarter than this.
We can't have the world
acting
looking
like
at
those
us as bad white
savages.
men.
We're acting
you know?
like the Disney movie. Let's fucking.
But did y'all listen to his interview? He actually addressed that. Like,
Yes.
yeah. So I
but,
mean,
yeah.
I kind of liked his answer. He was just like, when people come to me with that, he's like, I listen. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and defend myself because obviously, like, our traumas are very similar, but they are different. Being American,
Yeah.
being from England or wherever.
Damn,
the
so
fuck
that
you-
nigga
Yeah,
said
and I
everything
listened
just said.
to a
Bruh.
interview with the boy. His name's also Daniel from All American, the main dude.
Ah,
yeah,
Wilder.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Too many vowels.
he was saying that because he's British and he moved to Crenshaw for a couple of months before they started filming so he can like experience and like
You ain't
learn
experiencing
about
it moving there for a few months in a
Yeah,
nice ass
no.
I mean,
apartment.
he's
As a rich
not saying that he experienced it, but like at least even if he
They'll
didn't
take me
experience
as
it,
their
at least
own.
he took that initiative to attempt to do that.
Yes, yes.
Like,
As
he
an
moved-
actor, that's an actor
and
move.
and that's fine. But he
Yeah.
at least he tried. He didn't just come straight from England and portray something he knew shit about.
I will give him that.
That's fair.
I'll say like a lot of these dudes be picked by straight up black directors because they
Yeah.
be out where they be working hard and they be fired what the fuck they
They
do.
be working hard, nigga. They get picked. What are you talking about?
Well, no, I'm saying like as preparing for the
The role?
audition and all of that shit, they
So
be
all
working
them
hard and they
other
be
actors-
humble and they be
That's
like
a
this.
fair argument. 'cause
All the other actors
Europeans-
in the movie didn't work
but-
hard.
I'm
But
saying
no,
they
but
just be straight up
Europeans-
outperformed.
The way Europeans act and
a
how
better schooling.
seriously they take
Yep.
the art of acting.
That's why I said that nigga moved
Yeah.
here
You know what I'm saying? Like it is.
from another country just
The
for
niggas
that
be
role.
cold.
I
Yes.
agree with you.
Yeah.
Like black Americans should have a chance to play black Americans
Because it's a
Yeah.
good
The
ass
answer
black
as to
actor
why
out there.
That could have done it.
Yeah.
Slipped into the role. Okay, all I'm saying is there's probably somebody that
American, black American.
There's
actor.
probably a black American actor could have slipped in the role and probably not even had to work that hard and done a better West name, right? I agree with that.
Yeah, no,
but as far as
definitely.
like on some professional shit, they'd be like, we want the dude that can look just like him when he goes and go right off and be back themselves again.
Not
Like,
even just that. Professionally, I'm thinking about the money. It's Daniel Kaluuya. His name
his
is
name.
ringing
They want
bells.
a name.
Like,
That's
Yeah.
another
so
thing.
I don't blame him for taking the role because
They be
obviously,
picked.
yeah,
Plus, you gotta
I-
feed your family. You gotta keep the lights
Oh
on.
no,
man.
I'm not
do your
mad.
job,
I'm not
you know
ever
what I'm
mad
saying?
But a lot of
the
people are
niggas
mad
that
at him
act.
for
Oh, yeah, I'm
accepting it.
not
I'm not mad
him.
at him. Like
Yeah,
you
no.
auditioned,
Yeah,
you earned
you-
your
I
spot.
always speak to the when I'm speaking. I'm always speaking to the production company and,
Right.
Yeah.
and how they outsource
But they did
our
that
stories
shit.
to other people. They
Jordan
did it with-
Peele chose. They be like, we want you out of everybody here. You know what I'm saying? It'd be like a real decision. I know he says he has to think about it, but
But you can say no. Not that you should. You should never turn on your back.
Honestly,
Nah,
if I was on casting, I'm not saying
Zendaya
no.
did that when they were
Daniel?
doing that.
you're not saying no?
No, what if I could get Daniel in this role?
Oh
and
no,
he
not
kill it?
you say no as the producer. I'm saying the
I know.
actor.
I'm saying as a producer,
Yeah.
you bring me Daniel Kaluuya,
Yeah, you're gonna say
and this
yes.
nigga kills the role,
Yeah.
and already is like ringing bells. It's a no brainer for me.
Yeah,
Money,
because
monetarily,
it's about
it's a
money.
no brainer.
Who's gonna
It's
get
about
asses in
money.
seats?
Yeah.
Come
But
on.
Zendaya,
Absolutely.
she said no with the when they were doing the Aaliyah movie because she didn't agree like how they were filming it. She didn't like Aaliyah's family didn't have any approval for any of that, and I mean, at the time it came out a couple years ago, and that would have been like.
That was the
her-
one that was like super trash, right?
Oh,
Yeah,
my
super
God.
trash. It was super trash.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
it was yeah, that one, yeah. But it was like it would have been kind of her first thing out of Disney. And she got a lot of buzz for that because they're like, oh, she's finally out of Disney Channel. She looks so good now. She looks so grown. And she's about to play like a big pop star. And she could have said yeah, but she said no because
That
of
was
how
gonna
that
play
looked.
her. That was gonna hurt her.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
gonna hurt her
Yeah,
so bad.
she was gonna
That's
be
the
like
gift of integrity.
Jennifer
And she
Lopez
knew
doing
that, and that's
Selena.
why
And she don't even look like Aaliyah.
She
Like,
doesn't.
Don't.
They was
Even
just
with
trying to-
the girl that damn played her.
Now that we're talking about Zendaya, let's talk about Malcolm and Marie. Y'all watched it? Did we all
No.
watch it?
I
They said,
tried
yeah.
watching it. Full disclosure, I was very high at the moment.
That's the only way to watch that shit.
Listen,
Yeah, high key.
I got through maybe 15 minutes, and it just brought back so much like past trauma that I'd already done unpacked, and you know.
That's exactly
Well,
why I
then
didn't
that's a
watch
great
it
movie.
yet.
Great movie.
Because
I don't
everybody,
do that.
I had to turn it
everybody,
off.
every time I saw any review about it, they're like, "Oh, it
It's
stressed
triggering.
me out. It's
It's
triggering. It's
triggering.
blah blah blah." And I'm like, "Well, then I'm not going to watch it right now."
I don't like it.
I don't need
But
to.
everybody that I've heard has said something like it affected me or something I've been through. They said things that I said to a partner or I've heard those things.
Exactly,
That
and
means
that's
it's
why-
a fire movie.
Yes, so that's
It
why I'm like, why
reminded
would I want to
me-
watch that right now?
It reminded me of the old me. Like the old me, oh, I love to argue. Like I'm gonna go back and forth with you all fucking night. I'm way past that. I'm so far past that stage in my life. So like just like watching it, and I'm like, damn, I'm just remembering like being in that situation, being in her shoes, and having those
Exhausted.
exact same conversations. And I'm just like, I ain't turn this shit off. So I'm like, I don't need to go through that again. Like I already know how this ends. Like I mean,
Yeah, this is-
either
And
y'all still gonna be
honestly-
beefing or y'all just gonna get the fuck over it. And like
And
I know
all
how it
over
ends.
Twitter, they basically saying the whole shit that they argued the whole damn time.
It's
And
always
I'm
a long-ass
well,
argument.
Then I guess
That is-
You
That
feel
the-
exhausted like you had an argument
Yeah,
after
that
watching
is-
that movie.
No.
Yeah, I've seen that on Twitter too.
I
Like,
learned a
you
lot
feel like
about
you've been
myself
arguing with
watching
them.
that shit because while they were arguing, I rolled 3 separate joints, dog. And
Was that
smoked-
stress?
And smoked them bitches the whole time. And
They
I'm
had
like,
the time to
and
do it.
this is how I deal with. She did-
One
I'm like,
for
really?
each
Don't do
argument.
that.
That's how you feel?
That's
For
hilarious.
real? Uh-huh.
That's
Yes.
hilarious.
Very true.
Because at the end of that, I didn't feel stressed out. I was high. Okay. And
I was high
like,
and stressed.
I was like, well, I hope they figure out their problems because
Hilarious.
I can't,
Because
bro.
it's not
If
me.
if
That ain't
I had
happening over
if I
here.
had a
Yeah.
night not to give too much of the movie away, but if I had a night like the John David had,
Let's go,
coming
bro.
home.
Say it,
I'm
please.
coming home off a high, right? I do this all the time. We perform, we do comedy, we come home. If me and my girl are going home after a comedy show, right? And then I'm on this high, somebody wants to work with me now. I'm like in this whole zone. And then she's like, oh yeah, and you was talking to that bitch that was that was up at the comedy club.
Was you talking to the bitch at the comedy club?
Yes, but the way I was talking to the bitch is not the way you think I was talking to this bitch.
All you gotta do is explain that.
No. A lot of times I feel like when you're at your highest moment and just
Why
like
y'all always do that?
Let me explain it. So how come
Okay, so there's different levels of maturity when it comes to women, and we're not all there. But what I'm saying,
no matter what level you're at, there's a lot of times, and this is written about in books, like when a dude gets to a high level of like congratulations or a milestone or something like that, his woman is going to challenge him or like come at his dome right there, so that just know that he's not being cocky.
But that's the movie.
She wants to see you be loving and mature and humble with her, even though you fucking should be feeling like a god. Like it's a known thing. Like, did you read the rest of that book, bro? Okay,
that's
like,
weirdo shit.
No, it's
I'm hyping my nigga up. I'm like, where are we going next?
No,
You
I
trying to
think
pop
it's a
some bottles
natural.
tonight?
I've seen it happen. I've waited for it.
No, but the thing with that is that it's real easy. And like, I don't know, maybe then you said it. It's easy to like say that, like, oh, just do this, just do this, just do this. But like, I have a friend that is dating somebody that is very, I don't want to say hot top tier. I don't fucking know. He's
established.
Established. And she used to say like, yeah, I'm just gonna do this and this, and it's easy to say that, but once you experience it and he is on that high of a level, it doesn't come to you that easy. Because she even talked to me about it. She was like, yo, like, he's starting to get more notice. He's starting to have a lot more girls come to him, and I'm not insecure at all. I'm not jealous at all, but it's starting to make me think like, yo, like, is he doing stuff? Like, should I be thinking about this? He hasn't done anything to me to make me not trust him, but I'm just having this feeling in the back of my head. So like in the beginning, hype your nigga up is easy, or like you said, like say that you're gonna do this, and that's easy. But once like you start really getting into the relationship, some females like they minds go left. So it's easy in the beginning. But once you're in it, and then once you get a nigga that's keep climbing, then it gets your mind starts playing tricks with you.
And that's the part of the movie that we really haven't talked about, is she wanted to make that climb herself and never did.
Yeah.
And that was really the biggest drawback between the two of them, was that she never felt the independence, I guess, to go and reach for what she wanted.
Oh, okay.
And it caused so much tension between them, and then him not giving her the acknowledgement she wanted.
That was a boiling point.
You know what I'm saying?
That was a boiling point.
Well, that's just it just sounds like an insecurity thing. Like, I just feel like you have to be secure within yourself so you can be that support for him. Because I mean, I've been in a position where I'm talking to somebody who's very well established. Same thing. Girls coming at him left and right. I mean, he's pretty known. But like, it's never rubbed me the wrong way, because I was never insecure about myself or insecure with what we shared. You feel me? Like, I know they gonna try you. It's not about what they do, it's about what you do. And I'm secure in the fact that you're not gonna be out here making me look dumb. So as long as you, and then that comes with the, my love language is affirmation. So as long as you're affirming me and your actions match your words, I'm not gonna question you. I don't care. Like, whatever you say, I'm gonna take as the truth, because you ain't give me a reason to think that you lying.
And that's another thing too. My love language is affirmation too, and then my second one is quality time. But it also determines on the female's love language. Because if we're saying, like, if you just tell us, and that's fine, but not everybody has that mindset. Absolutely. So you can't say that it's easy for somebody to do this, and this. They might not be good at that. Their affirmation might be gifts. Like, I don't know if you fuck with me unless you buy me a fucking car.
Facts.
Like, that could be their affirmation. They could care less if
never
girls...
hear niggas talk about this love language shit.
You guys should. It's so important.
Because it's not real.
Wait, do you know what... First of all,
there's girls that think it's just that, but niggas, they don't even address how a man wants to be loved, or they don't say none of that.
No, it's a conversation.
Let me finish. Let me finish what I'm saying. All of the... you already know what they are then. I read the book too. I got the book. But it's like...
It's a book?
It's called The 5 Love Languages. Yeah,
all right, bet.
It's not that big.
Like this little.
But, you gonna in a small book level how everybody wants to be loved.
I mean, it's not telling you how everybody wants to be loved. It just literally explains the different love languages, and then it explains like why people are the way that they are. And it's like, it's not literally telling you this is how to love, because there's not a book big enough for that. But not everybody loves the same, which is why there are love languages.
That's the point I was about to make. Because personally, I haven't had that I had this conversation with one person, my love languages, and I've noticed after having that conversation and then actually paying attention to how you give love and how you receive love, all we did was get closer from that. Like, it's not like I gotta make a point and make sure I'm checking off the boxes on the love languages. No, it's just you just keep it in front of mind.
Oh, it's a good conversation to have with your lover.
But you can't say it's not real, because I literally experienced it. I'm like, okay, now you're actually like doing things in my love language, and I'm like, wow, like I can feel myself just wanting to be closer. And it's not like anything big either. It's just like little shit. Like, I'm affirmations, like just a little affirmation here and there. It's not like an every single day type thing, but like you make it top of mind. It's
I just feel like it's another way to tell I feel like it's another way that we can be told how women like to be loved, but not a way for anybody to tell how men like to be loved.
It goes for y'all too, because I had the conversation with him. He told me how
there's not a dime or word about it about respect in there. You know what I'm saying?
But you don't have to.
That's a love language.
Respect is not a love language. Respect is something that should be given.
Respect is something that should be given.
That's a human nature thing. That's not a love thing. Like, if you're my friend, I'm going to respect you regardless.
That's not nothing that people are commenting or suggesting.
That's
totally a love thing.
I'm saying it's not exclusively a love thing.
I don't love you, but I'm going to respect you because it's
you should love the person you respect too, especially the man.
But they're not going to
usually do not respect him, right?
They're not going to
That's when you stop respecting him, is once you love him, right?
What is your definition of respect?
It's different for everyone, just like the love languages.
I see what you're saying.
It's different for every person. It could be
once a woman falls in love with a dude,
this nigga acting like we out here just disrespecting niggas.
I'm saying you most likely disrespect your man.
The way we started the conversation.
Y'all just how I show I love you. I tell you, I hope your daddy dies.
You know.
What? And if he doesn't like that, I'm soft. Nah. I want to say one last thing though. It's crazy that I was Denzel's son, and in the movie, and Denzel didn't get an Oscar until he played a villain, and then he plays a role that people hate him right off the bat, and I fuck with him for that so bad. Like, he's cold. He played an evil dude when he's like looking in her, and like they had that line where he's like leaning over the fucking the tub. He's like, I can snap you like a twig, and then he just goes in viciously. It's like, gee, you really want me to not like you?
This girl was like this. I fucked that girl. This girl
was about her.
This one girl reminds me of you. You know what? But she not as stupid.
Yes, bro. He
doesn't say all that, but
showing that legs quiver. You know, a lot of times in a relationship,
the movie's good at like voicing the emotion.
Yes.
Yeah.
And not like voicing the actual fight.
If you could see it as a cerebral conversation, they were just fucking doing this in their head, and it was projecting out.
Yeah, no, for real. Yeah, I'm not watching it, so
a lot of times I feel like in arguments, you know, a dude will be like, all right, I'm not finna get that dirty. You know what I'm saying? I'm not finna, you know what? She just went to another level, but I'm gonna keep it cool because I don't want this night to end like that. And then nigga was like, no, today I have time.
No, I like fairness. If I'm gonna give it to you, you can give it back. I don't give a fuck.
That nigga went in. When he was stirring that mac and cheese, I was like, oh, this nigga about to spaz.
This nigga Mark.
You gotta see that sometimes, man. You have to be like that. That's real love. Let's talk about it.
But in those situations, you know, whereas most people would like, they would just like fuck and just go to sleep and forget about it, and then wake up with that same energy. Then it's a confused energy of love and
See, no, that's just
anger.
Why can't y'all have a civil conversation? Like, I've had I had a heated ass discussion today.
You like a chase a nigga around the room kind of argument.
Hell no, I don't know. My arguments are very.
But what was your point?
The old me, yeah.
But what was your point?
The old me, nigga, you leaving? No. Your keys in my pocket. You thought like shit.
Oh my God.
I had a heated argument this morning, and it was just like, I could feel myself angry, but I'm like, I'm not gonna get to that level where I'm sitting here like, I respect you. So I'm not gonna sit here and call you out your name or that shit like, oh, he reminded you as you, but he not as dumb. Like, I'm not gonna do that because I respect you at the end of the day. So I'm gonna have this conversation. You gonna feel what I'm feeling. But I'm not gonna get loud. I'm not gonna scream, yell, follow you around the goddamn house. For what?
Shit,
I'm not gonna call your phone 25 fucking times, pop at your fucking job.
My voice only go this high. if I yell, you know I'm angry.
That shit came from the pits.
Yeah.
Man. Well.
Same, man. Y'all just, I don't know who y'all be fucking with, but who hurt y'all?
Ain't nobody hurt
And that's
me.
another thing, man. Why y'all always gotta say who hurt you when we start talking about our feelings, man?
Cause we all been hurt.
That's shame.
I'm just asking
That's
who.
shame.
Hey,
People
but
are
women do
hurt.
be open about their hurt. They be like, I fuck with
They-
this
yeah.
lame ass nigga
And
that
he
did blah blah
did.
blah. She's literally telling you that's the person
Facts.
that hurt her. And
Yeah,
then,
that's real.
And then
The
we'll
niggas
just
won't
be
say
like,
that.
and we'll just be like,
Bitches
why
ain't
it always
shit,
gotta
nigga.
be a bitch?
That's true.
Exactly.
We
Why
do
can't I just be irritated
Yeah, we
right now?
do that. So if somebody
Just be
did
in my
hurt
feelings
us,
'cause of work.
And we won't never
And
say
it's a
it.
bitch.
I be saying it. I was like, yeah,
No, I bring it up,
stupid
nigga. I
ass bitch.
tell. I be like, my mom's starting.
I got sisters, so I'm used to just being like, yeah. So let me tell you about this stupid ass man. Like, I was like,
I hate
You want a
having
story?
that.
Sit down.
I hate having to ask niggas like, are you like nigga? Just tell me. Like we grown.
Are you what? Are you hurt?
Are you
said?
hurt? Like, did I hurt your feelings? Like, don't sit here and sit in it, nigga. Just tell me. We are grown ups. Just
Nah,
tell
Well,
me.
you
It's
can't
the
talk
only
when a
thing
nigga's
is-
feelings hurt. You can't talk about his dead
No.
father after that.
I'm not gonna talk about his
Stop.
daddy in that moment.
He like,
All right,
yeah,
but you
I
can't talk
really
about
didn't
his
like
dead
when
mama
you
either,
said,
though.
That's debatable. I'm playing.
That was
But
up.
nah, nah, when
what you
I-
gonna say?
Oh, I know. I was just saying. I always make it a point. Like if I'm just not even just if I'm like mess with somebody, but even I ain't gonna say mainly. I do it for everybody. But since we talking about niggas,
Yeah.
I always make it a point just to make sure they are okay. Cause like I always ask like. If we text every day, like, how are you doing today? Like, are you feeling okay? How is your spirit today? How's work going? Just cause like, niggas, they be keeping shit bottled up.
Yeah.
Because, when you grow up, for men, you're forced to grow up. You're forced to be the man of the house,
That's
even
facts.
at 8. So it's like, they may not say like how they're feeling just because they're forced to keep their feelings in. And it's like,
Y'all just
when
used to it.
you have daughters, it's like, you're always making sure they're okay. Like, oh, you felt like what's going on? Did you hurt your knee? Did you do this, and this? But when a boy falls down, it's just like, oh, you be good. And it's just like they
Get your bitch ass up.
right, like
I'm
y'all
still gonna be
are.
That's why your daddy dead. You're my dad.
You're my dad. Nah, but
But like, are you sure?
You just turn around and walk away.
you have proof.
I
Savage.
was like, you a little light bright. I don't know.
But
never
I,
really
I just make it a
did
point
get that test.
to always ask because you never know how people are feeling. Because I have somebody that
Jesus.
one of my friends.
One of the people you saw on Valentine's Day.
Yeah, one of my friends. And he was going through a time, and he didn't really know how to vent properly, I guess, because
Yeah.
he never really had somebody to vent to. So I always just made it a point to ask how he is, and then that made him vent, because it's like, you might think, oh, nobody wants to listen to me talk, nobody wants to listen to me vent, I'm just keep it to myself. It's like, no, like, and he would always apologize, like, sorry for like venting about this, or you probably don't want to hear about this. I'm like, nah, I want to, because if you're saying all of this right now out loud, you need to talk about it.
Right.
So go ahead.
On the flip side of that coin,
Shoot,
I
it's
know,
all the
and I know
ammo.
we gotta wrap it up soon. On the flip side of
My
that
fault.
coin, though, have you ever been in a situation where you're asking somebody like, "You good? Everything good with you?"
Mhm.
And then they just start spazzing on you because you're asking them,
Like being,
"Are
like,
they
angry?
okay?" Yeah.
No, I've never had somebody be angry at me. But
Like angry at me, or just like start spazzing because they angry and
They get mad at
That's
you
it.
because you're like, "Are you okay? You seem
Mad at
mad.
you.
You seem upset." No, I'm not
Oh,
upset.
okay.
If you keep asking me if I'm upset, I'm gonna get mad at your motherfucking ass.
Like,
So
nah, I
it's
definitely
like,
have
Nah.
asked like,
that's never happened to y'all.
no.
I mean, like,
if it happened to you, you probably did something wrong.
yeah.
What?
I've never,
No.
Yeah, because if I'm spazzing and I'm mad, I'm not going to direct it
Oh,
at
you talking
you.
about from you? Yeah, I've had it happen where somebody just had a bad day and they didn't want to talk
Oh,
about
and
it.
they just
yet. I was
spazzed on you?
asking. I was asking. I was
Oh,
like, "Come
yeah.
on, man, get this shit out so we can enjoy the rest of this day." And then they were
Oh,
like,
no.
"If you keep asking me about this shit, I ain't gonna have fun with this. I'm not gonna have fun with that." And I'm like,
Well, I mean, you
got
gotta respect it off rip. If she's like, I want to talk
I
about it
wanna
right
talk
now. You
about it.
can't keep
Yeah,
pressing
yeah.
it. Like, you could ask tomorrow. Don't ask you right now, because
And
then I'm
that
gonna get mad.
was in the beginning of that movie. We could talk about it tomorrow.
Yeah.
And it turned into a 3-hour scream fest. That shit was stupid. But yeah, man. I don't know where we go from there. I think I hit every point I wanted to make.
Okay.
And we gotta respect the room and shit. Other people's coming.
Oh.
We was late.
Who was we? I'm playing.
Damn, man, we didn't even get to.
Actually,
Man, I do want to talk about. It's shutting down,
What?
man.
Which
T.I.
part?
and Tiny, they're taking them to court and shit.
Hey,
People came
yo,
for
they
it.
did that shit.
They did that shit.
We getting right there. They did that shit.
They're taking them to court, bro. They got whatever that lady's name is, but it's getting real now. We just talked about how it was like rumors.
It was fizzle.
It was
Fodder.
fizzling.
Nah,
Now
that
they
shit
shut the
real.
show down. You know what I'm saying? It's real. But it's been great, man. My name is Mark Wood. Rastafari Unicorn, man. You can catch me on Instagram with
what
that
a name.
Thank you.
I love it.
It's Barry Jones. It's Barry Jones Experience on Instagram.
Rude ass niggas. Ladies first, man. Tell
Oh,
these
yeah.
people where they can find y'all, your socials, where you gonna be at next, who you smacking in the face, whose stepfather you insulting.
For
next.
real,
Let's
for
get
real.
it.
Everywhere.
Oh yeah, yeah. If you want all the political incorrectness, not playing. But nah, yo, I'm Jordan. It's Joe Burkana on Instagram.
Jasmine. It's _ Jennifer _ check on Instagram.
Why did you whisper? I'm Jonathan Tumblin on everything, and we are the motherfucking Fresh Jays.
Also us, because we
Jays.
are also Jays.
Yeah,
Oh, so
we ain't
true.
have to
That's
change
why
our
you came.
name.
Y'all
Y'all
got
just
whole
straight up.
names.
Y'all just indoctrinated off top. Off the top.